Mr. Rishiraj Kishore. He is presently positioned as AGM for mining at Tata Hitachi. He has been working with Tata Hitachi for over 21 years with an extensive exposure in sales of construction equipment like backhoe, loaders, mini and midi excavators, product management, marketing and promotions. He is now working in the domain of mining equipment sales and is responsible for sale of high capacity mining excavators, dumpers and mining wheel loaders. Today, Mr. Rishi will talk about latest and futuristic technologies for mining. So delegates, let's welcome Mr. Rishi.
It's a great pleasure to share some exciting things what is happening globally, and we as a pioneer in the earth moving industry in India, we are trying to get those technologies in India. So how I have structured is little about the the company, and then directly talking about the technologies what we are about. The perception is when we are saying technology, people only think about the IT, the computers, and the software. So these industry where we are in, which is actually highly complex in terms of the engineering part, is also started migrating towards technology. How it will pan out and how the things in the days ahead, we look at it, and I'm sure the days would be people start accepting these technologies, and we may experience such technologies also getting into the subcontinent. So thank you so much. Touching slightly about Tata Hitachi, we have been there in India for over 60 years, since 1961, and it's a company which is a collaboration between Tata Motors in India and the Hitachi Construction Machinery in Japan. Tata Motors own 40% stake and Hitachi owns 60%. This is how we are collaborated 40-60. Of course, the two big brands what we are talking about, Tata's, they are known for the leadership with trust in India, and Hitachi is known for their reliable, the products what they manufacture. So this is a the two conglomerates have come together to offer these equipments in India. We are trying to cater the construction and miner. So we as a company have focused on these two sectors which have been growing over the period of years, and we expect these to grow in the days ahead. In fact, people know that mining contributes around 2.5 to 3% of the GDP, and so we directly, indirectly also contribute to the GDP of the country. This is how the company has grown since 1961. So being a part of a small company or a group in Telco, Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company, 60s, and now we are a separate company. We have our manufacturing base in Kharagpur, and slowly, gradually, the stake started increasing. It was only a technical collaboration with Hitachi, and now they own around 60% stake. The place where I come from, where I am operating from, is Bangalore, corporate office. It's a head office. All functions operate from here. We have a factory in Dharwad, North Karnataka, one factory in Kharagpur, which is the mining equipment. The idea of having a factory in Kharagpur was primarily because East India is the hub of the mining. So we have a factory there. This is how we operate. We have 6 regional offices, 28 branch offices. We also have dealers. Dealers primarily take care of the high volume, the products, which is the construction machinery. So that the objective of the organization is every 100 kilometers we should have a touch point. So that's the way how we operate. A little bit about Hitachi. Like Tata's, they are also a very big conglomerate in Japan. They have almost stake in almost all sectors. And construction mining machinery business contributes around 10% of their overall revenue of the group. And the products what they manufacture are primarily focused in Japan. They being origin from Japan, so this is the way how they are spread. And the products mining what we talk about, if you see the highlighted one, the Hitachi Naka. These are the this is a factory where they manufacture the mining, the large class mining equipments. Touching on the products, we are there in the surface mining or the open cast mining space. We have construction. We cater to the building foundations, the urban infrastructure, the irrigations, Mining, we contribute in coal mining, limestone mining, iron ore mining, stone quarry, granite, and so on and so forth. And the objective is, the competitive intensity is going up in the space where we operate. So the idea is to have more cost competitive products, having a better life cycle. So that's we have demonstrated. These are some snapshots, and so these are the products what we manufacture in India. Now there are products what we import. So when I say shovels, we manufacture up to 6.5 cubic meter shovels, 100-ton excavators in India. That is the largest excavator, which of course is manufactured in India. Anyone else having that kind of capacity to manufacture? So we are doing that. Trucks, and beyond that, we are dependent on Hitachi. So we import those equipments from Hitachi in Japan. So this is what we source from Hitachi, this line of business. So the blue ones, which I highlighted over here, are the products what we make here in India, and the rest of the products we import. So we also have presence in trucks, the dumpers. So likewise, we have all capacity of trucks. Here, the role of technology starts slowly penetrating into it. So drive system, what we talk about, the way if you have a car, then you see you have a gearbox. So you put a gear, you engage a gear, and the car moves. So we have an AC drive truck. So AC drive, when we see AC is an electric motor, and this truck runs on the AC drive motors. It is slightly different than the technology, but conceptually has been in the case of the truck industry. We also have wheel loaders, all capacity of wheel loaders. These are the construction equipment space asks for many of the different type of attachments. So we also have these attachments in our portfolio. Coming to the subject, so as the technology has migrated, the objective has been to improve the efficiency of the equipments, also trying to control the emissions. So likewise, in case of automobile, we are talking about the battery operated cars or the electric cars or the battery operated two-wheelers. Now this industry has been operated in the existence for over ages, and there have been electrical equipments running across various mine sites across the world. So those are available. And also what happened because of like the way we are talking in the automobile, the emissions, the carbon footprints and all. So here people started migrating from the engine efficiencies started going up. So in the line of that, there are few products which have been rolled out, which talks about the high capacity. When I'm saying high capacity, typically the capacity means the way the buckets are designed. So we are using the engines which are complying to the Tier 4 standard. So typically, just to give you a framework, what the Tier 4 means, it is the BS6 what is available in India when we talk about the automobile. So what they do is they control the NOx or the SOx or the poisonous gases, what we say in the common term. So controlling the poisonous gases. So we're trying to compress the poisonous gases which are getting released in the environment. So that's the way how things are getting. So these products what reflected over here, or the -7 when we are seeing, these are the products which are coming up with those technologies. We are trying to control the fuel injection system. So when the fuel gets into the engine, we try to optimize the gases, and we try to use those gases, avoid the gases going outside in the environment, pushing back to the same system, trying to improve the efficiencies. So these are the few, like if you see this chart, we have a T4 engine. If you see, it says that T4. I'll just take a pointer option. So the engine is T4F. So this is what they say in US. It is a Tier 4 or a Tier 4 final, they call it. So which is emission norm wise is one of the best engine which is now available, and there are people who are migrating these technologies to give these type of engines. As what I said on these equipments, there are electrical machinery or the electrical options available, and these have been traditionally available, like the way we say in the automobiles are actually battery run cars. They are not the electric cars. when we say electric, you are using electric for charging the batteries. But in case of these excavators, the high capacity excavators, which traditionally have been working for now maybe 2 decades, this technology was already there. And we directly use an electric cable to power a motor which is fitted inside the cabin, inside the machine, which helps these machines to operate, in a mine environment. In a mine, if someone visits, you can see a lot of smoke which is around. So what happens is this smoke is nothing but the dust. And when you add the engine diesel or the exhaust gases which are coming out from the engine, it adds to the smoke, and the intensity of the the NOx and COx goes up. So if we have these electrical machines, in a mine, we can control some emission or some pollution in the mine. And this gradually, in last maybe 2-3 years, people have started accepting these kind of products in the mines. There are incentives so that people, it gives an encouragement to the investor who is investing in a mine, that can they have an option like this, which reduces the diesel handling part, if directly it is handled by the electric cable and all. Also trying to have the cost optimization, because right now in India we have electricity which is slightly more economical as compared to the diesel prices. So again, going to the technology, now each machine, if I'm talking about like this, what you see, it's a huge machine. If I see the size of the machine, it is around 200 ton, 250 tons. Now these machines, when they run, the diagnostic is very important. So when I'm saying diagnostic, whatever is happening on the equipment, the guy who is sitting inside the cabin, this is a cab, he should be able to see what is happening on the machine. So till maybe 2-3 years back, there used to be a controller which senses small activities which are going on in the equipment. Now those parameters which were there in the controller are available on an app. So this is what we have, a consite. So this is a consolidated solution for construction site, although it's saying construction site, but then it is used for mining also. All kind of events which are happening on the machine, all activities which are happening on the machine can be captured and can be downloaded through the controller. Beyond that, this has now extended through the cloud computing, as in this data which is getting into the controller through the server or we call it as a mobile communication device. It gets into a third-party communication system which goes to the satellite, and it gets into the app. So we have an app to capture the data. Now this app, the facility what is available right now is I can log into the app and I can see what is happening on the machine, and it gives me an MIS also. So every month on a particular defined date, there is an MIS which reflects. There's a report available. Someone wants to understand how the diagnostics are, he can go to the app and can investigate. So these are the kind of reports one can see, like alarm, right, and how much the machine has run. So those kind of parameters are available on the app. Everything. And using this feature or this technology, the efficiency of the machine have improved. We have been monitoring this, so we have seen in the kind of the COVID scenario where our people were unable to access to the machines. But having this app be sitting in the headquarters, we were able to see the machines are running, to what extent the machines are running. So things like those were available. Right. So this, coming on the technology again. So what we discussed about the excavators, now on the trucks also many things happened. So so it is, if you see a picture over here, it's a trolley assist truck. Now it is a truck it is a dumper which is running in a mine site. Now mine, if it is a coal mine, we have an advantage of having a low cost of power available. And you can use that low cost of power to run a truck like this. It is something like the Indian Railways, the railway engine it is. So this kind of setups have been created in the mine site, and this has been widely accepted. And if we see these equipment run for maybe 15-16 years, and if a customer or if a user has such kind of facility available, the TCO, the total cost of operation, can be minimized. Because right now, again going to the cost economics part, I'll just share, this small. There is, So now, when in a mine, there is an excavator, there is a truck. Now, these two particular category of products, if they understand, the efficiency also goes up. So there are GPS available. This is just a glimpse of it, how it operates.
Kansanshi mine in the northwestern province of Zambia is the largest copper mine in Africa and the 8th largest in the world. It has 1,700 employees and is owned and operated by Kansanshi Mining plc. The majority shareholding of 80% is held by a Canadian mining and exploration company, First Quantum Minerals. From an initial production capacity of 110,000 tons of copper in 2005, it is now capable of producing 240,000 tons of copper and more than 120,000 ounces of gold annually. Hitachi mining machines are supporting this development and are at the forefront of new and existing operations. First Quantum Minerals employs a fleet of EX hydraulic excavators and EH rigid dump trucks, including 2 new EH3500 AC-3s incorporating trolley technology that were commissioned in December 2016.
2 EH3500 AC3 trolley trucks were delivered to Kansanshi mine at the end of 2016. This model is a whole new approach to the dump truck market and presents great opportunities for Hitachi and its customers.
The biggest challenges are to increase productivity and reduce running costs, which is why Hitachi has been selected as the preferred supplier for the Hitachi trolley trucks. The EH3500 AC-3 is a diesel-electric truck that enables a secondary means of powering the wheel motors. It is easy to change from trolley to diesel or vice versa with a flick of a switch. When this is activated, diesel-generated power is cancelled and overhead catenary power is connected and diverted to the wheel motors through inverters and trolley switchbox. All of the trolley-related parts on the EH3500 AC-3 are produced by Hitachi. These are highly efficient, fully supported by the manufacturer, and have a long life expectancy.
The biggest advantages are improvements in productivity and cost savings.
There is also a lower risk of downtime as they don't have a transmission or other complex components. The fuel consumption is approximately 90% lower than diesel mode, with low-cost electric power for better economy and reduced running costs.
When the trucks are under the trolley, you're doubling the speed that they would have done up the ramp. So it's a big time saver and a big money saver.
This is because the engine RPM on the Hitachi truck in trolley mode is lower than any competitor's diesel-electric machines or conventional diesel trucks. With the lower duty cycle, the life of the EH3500 AC-3's engine will be longer and there will be less downtime and running costs due to the infrequency of engine rebuilding. It is also more environmentally friendly, with lower exhaust emissions and engine noise. The EH3500 AC3 not only meets First Quantum Minerals' expectations, but it has also delivered what the mine needs in terms of payload and speed on the trolley line. It's all about productivity and saving costs, and as some of the trucks are getting near the end of their lifespan, the mine will certainly be looking to the future with Hitachi trolley trucks.
So another thing which is now getting is the autonomous technology, where you don't need like here we have these operators who sit and operate the equipments. When we are saying autonomous, it is manless, so there is no human intervention. Everything is geo-fenced through the GPS. You can track the machine, you can operate the machine, and so so this is a thing which is now getting widely accepted. Another development which is now taking a hit again, driving through the emission is the battery operated trucks. Now these are those, Hitachi already made an announcement with ABB to develop a truck. This announcement was made in the month of June, and it's already there in cards, and how the charging will happen is also now being worked out. So if you can see the chart over here.
Hitachi Construction Machinery is committed to the global challenges facing mining today, especially emissions reduction targets. At Hitachi Construction needs. One of these solutions is our battery dump truck. This concept replaces the diesel engine and alternator with an onboard battery system that would be capable of similar productivity and performance output, but would produce less exhaust emissions from the equipment. Hitachi Construction Machinery and its partner ABB are also exploring many battery charging methods to cater to diverse customer needs and mine operations. One option includes static battery charging systems installed across the mine site. The battery truck simply drives up alongside and attaches to the charging station. One or multiple static charging stations can be installed on a single charging site to maximise productivity and recharge many trucks at once. Another charging option utilises catenary systems as an energy source. The dump truck uses a pantograph to connect to the power supply, adopting an already existing solution from our trolley trucks. This dynamic trolley system allows recharging and travel to occur simultaneously on one or multiple trucks, making this an efficient charging method. Methods currently in development will deliver solutions to our customers that will cater to their module platform design concepts in development. We are exploring various options for our battery truck technology, and preliminary work is underway to incorporate this technology.
Yeah, so that was a slight chapter. I just quickly run through it because you already raised an alarm for me. So I'm sorry for overshooting my time by whatever time I have done. So thank you. That was all from my side. It was great, and thank you so much.